23 apiece.
Well, to say no matter where you go in Brazil, you're going to find Corinthian fans, and certainly there's an electric atmosphere here today. You can see a very big crowd on hand, looking forward to a really good matchup.
Some people wondered how Corinthians would fare without Neto, who went on and tried to play in Colombia. Well, the answer is very well. They have been a very solid side. We are underway. Corinthians in the white shirts and the black shorts, in the striped uniforms, Santos. And already taking a tumble is Almir, the 24-year-old. Will get it back. Spreading it out, Darcy. Left footing it inside. That was intercepted easily on the header clearance by Ezequiel. Corinthians move it back to midfield. Intended for Valverde. Valverde will take it back. 1 versus 3. He is brought down. Oh, play on, says the referee, Oscar Roberto de Godoy. Corinthians fans not in agreement as Santos tries to come back. Corinthians move it up the left wing. Earlier stages of the second half.
Well, it's almost like a fairy tale story or a very good story of some kind. Supposed to be building a house and came back to see what the contractors were doing.
Free kick coming up. Corinthians on the far side. From Morumbi Stadium. Played inside the 18. No harm done. Santos clearing it away on the left wing. The team made famous, of course, by the legendary Pelé. Ask people to name their favorite player on Santos, now they'll probably still say Pelé. Darcy going right, beating Mbu. Plays it inside, one shot taken, it's a cracker, and it's saved. Knocked away, Darcy gave it right back up to Zé Elias. One pass is blocked. Number 10, Valverde. Nice move, great job. Clearly beating Indio, but not the second player.
Well, Valverde really showed a lot of heart. He was involved in several tackles and eventually worked his way free from the man, but he inclined to play the ball just a little bit too far. He overran it just a little bit and allowed the second man to strip him.
Shot taken was going wide of goal. Veloso stopped it anyway.
This one started out exciting enough, but it seems the tempo has gone down as the players have settled down into the game. They have lost a little bit of the bite at this stage.
Simao. Try to get it up to Vink. Vink very strong when he overlaps, but we haven't seen him go forward all that much today so far. Some tight defense being played. Santos was in there.
Well, that's the one thing you can always be sure of, JP, when Corinthians play. You will have plenty of tight defense. They really don't take any prisoners, and if you come through the area, they punish you. You'll think about it before you go back in as far as they're concerned. Set up just about 5 yards or 6 yards from the end line. One of these balls you'd like to see floated across the face of the goal, and look at the pushing inside on the post.
The header, a save was made by the keeper, but you heard the whistle probably the same time we did. Corinthians holding, taking it wide to the right side, and it's deflected out of play. They're going to make this a corner kick. Valverde. Oh, he went short corner with it. He surprised everyone, I think, including his teammate Vink. It's loose. Viola chested it down. I thought maybe even with a handball. Oh, players falling all over inside the 18. Long distance shot that looked great until it was blocked. Still loose. Oh, that's as long as you'll ever see a ball inside the 18 without it going into the net, or at least off a keeper.
Well, I'm not sure Viola's going to get any better opportunities in this game or any other game.
Play continues with Santos on the attack. Long pass to the left wing, but it's cut off. Corinthians again. Airtight defense at the back.
Well, it looked like a very promising pass from Santos, but once it was worked into the defensive area, Junior was there to pull it down Barry was there to pull it down for Corinthians and clear it out. Almost getting my teams mixed up there, JP, looking at the wrong end of the field.
Let's not even talk about odds, because you're going to be hearing a lot about odds, I'm sure. the days and weeks ahead. Cleared out now by number 7, Simao of Corinthians. Santos lifting it back inside off the chest trap. Indio can't get through. Nothing's really getting through. No penetrating passes. Far side, Valverde tried to keep it in.
While Corinthians are lining up on the edge of the box, they have a line of white across there, and they punish you as they come through. I think their football philosophy is they wear you down as the game goes on. They keep punishing you as you come on the attack, and then they go on the transition game.
Oh, Vink showing some high hurdling skills. Oh, what a tough tackle attempt that was. No card. Valverde came in much late.
Yes, and he had the feet very high as Indio came out. He showed a lot of skill that he did avoid the tackle, and you see the Corinthian player.
For Santos. Off the free kick, Ronaldo lost his balance. He's very lucky that the man beside him was a teammate and not an onside member of Santos. I can guarantee you there'll be 50,000 angry Brazilian fans who paid money to see this if this one ended up 0-0.
Well, I can guarantee you that there's going to be 2 very angry coaches in the dressing room at half-time, and they're really going to get a talking to. What this game needs, JP, is it needs a goal. They obviously, it's too big of an occasion for them. They just can't settle to it. It's probably been pumped up all week as we watch the ball break out the far side. A nice cross. There's nobody available for it on this side of the post. And according to FIFA, they're going to punish that kind of acting in the World Cup. If you do go off the field injured, you come back too early, the referee's going to give you a yellow card.
I'll believe that when I see it. Here's Darcy. You know, it all sounds good, but you're really basing it on the official recognizing that the acting's taking place, and you see it time and time again.
We left out one very big result, of course, in the World Cup. We didn't get around to it. Was the result of Italy versus Portugal, and of course Italy are now through and qualified, defeating Portugal 1-0.
Time running down in this first half. Corinthians starting out white and black uniforms, Santos in the striped uniforms. Whoever gets that first goal, assuming someone does, it could be a big one down the left side inside the 18. Shot taken, saved by Ronaldo. Rebound, he's got that as well. It's still loose, and then it's blocked out of play and cleared outside of the 18.
I think that qualifies for thrill, spills, excitement and adventure. There was a lot of action in there, and the keeper came good, and there was a brilliant save.
2 of them by Ronaldo. Or maybe now the game will open up.
Well, you know, if that's an indication of what's going to happen in the second half, we can look for good things. There's the first shot. The keeper doesn't manage to hold on the rebound.
Clear it out to Pozinho. 4 players battle for near the midfield line. Gets free. Left side. Silva. Taken away. Viola. With Corinthians since 1988, mostly as a reserve till last year. Now the cross by Vink, right at the keeper. He lost it. It's loose. Oh, what a dangerous play that was. Veloso can only blame himself. Viola has Vink with him. Looking like more and more of the strategy in the second half with Vink advancing. The last few times the ball has gone upfield. To Pozinho. You just got to look at him on this near sideline. 16, the second half substitute. The foul was drawn.
Vink is coming up in the attack. He was staying back and Viola was going forward in the first half. So now they have changed the roles around just a little bit.
Vink sending it across, a header down, and a score. Rivaldo, first goal of the game. Corinthians take a 1-0 lead.
Well, Vink is the man who floats it across, and Rivaldo rising up to it, a header down, the keeper left with no chance. The mistake was made on the part of the defense as we watched the old Jungian bag being rippled there as the ball nestles in the back of it. Rivaldo doing a fantastic job to get it in there. The keeper just can't believe that he's beaten. But he challenged him at all. He rose up in the middle. The pass or the free was perfect across the face of the goal, and there was just no stopping him. And I believe that's what this game needed.
Now we'll see how Santos responds. Manuel inside, a save. Oh, Ronaldo making 3 big plays he's made already in this second half alone. Two great rivals, Corinthians and Santos. Santos with the ball in the striped shirts. Corinthians in the more solid white and black. Corinthians are leading at 1-0. A Rivaldo goal in the 51st minute of play. Blocked on that far sideline. The referee's got an obstruction call, I thought. No, he's going to go with the advantage. Thought he was going to stop play. Tupazinho giving it out. Look at the space for Viola. He takes advantage. Viola coming through. Still with it. Taken down inside the 18, and he's calling for a penalty kick.
Yes, a brilliant run by Viola, but Tupanzinho was the man who got the pass off to him. He found Viola with an acre of ground left to cover and nobody near him. When he does get into the box, 3 players converge on him. The contact is made, and there's no question about it. It's a penalty kick. But a brilliant run by Viola, and it was great. Tupanzinho looked up and
There's a whistle. Valverde ready to go. Huh. Stuttering, slowly, shooting and scoring. Talk about nonchalant. It's a 2-0 Corinthians lead. Valverde, I thought, was going to walk it in.
Incredible. He looked like he was going to run to it. He stopped. He looked like he was going to run again. He eventually walks up and he calmly tips the ball in just to the side of the post. You see him very easily fake the keeper out completely and made it look very, very easy. I would hate to have to face a coach if I missed something like that after doing what he did. There he comes up to one long step and bang.
Long clearance. Corinthians headed back the other way. On the attack with Valverde.
Something unusual for Brazilian football. You see so many of the exchanges are in the air. Normally Brazilian football is played on the ground, but we must have had about 10 touches almost in a row that were off the heads.
Valverde just 10 seconds ago with a great job on the dribble. Viola trying to get through now on the right side. Sending the cross the other way. One miss. It's still loose. Settled. Zayelius. Right-footed shot of a deflection. He scores! Zayelius, the 17-year-old, makes it 3-0 Corinthians.
Well, once again, Viola's the man involved. He brings the ball. He makes a brilliant run. He runs all the way into the far side of the box and eventually gets it across. Zayelius coming through, picks a spot and sends it home. And brilliant take and goal. But Viola's the man with his running on the ball and off the ball. He's creating havoc in this defense today to get themselves back in the game, get the old momentum swung around towards their side. And it's going to be a very tough task for them to come back. They're certainly, I doubt, going to beat Corinthians. They need 4.
Darcy sending it far side, the header, and there's a score. Gallo has scored with a header. They may be surprised when they read a box score the next day to see that it was 0-0 at halftime. Talk about 2 different halves. And there's still a lot of time left in this. Viola easily around his man, and then a good comeback from Manuel. Viola still with it. Maybe too much dribbling. Oh! That's got to be a yellow, if not a different color. I think that's partially where the intent came from Axel. Viola leaves it for Vink. What a hard shot, but it hit the wall. Lifted now by Rivaldo. To Vink. A little bit more again than shoulder to shoulder on the part of Gallo. Lifted again. Down the left wing sideline. Brought back across. Darcy. Far side. Still loose inside the 18, and now it goes wide. Darcy appears to be coming out for Marcio. Played back now. Corinthians looking for it. Everybody looking for it. Players falling all over the place. In the middle, Indio. Around one player. Sending it long down the right side. Here's a chance. Played across. Guga. And a score. Santos right back in it.
Well, Indio is the man who makes it happen as he comes down along the wing. He has been overlapping on many occasions, and that time he gets the ball across, and Guga, he runs off a good tackle. He gets it right in. You'll see it coming across here. There it is, a very simple task. Guga puts it in the old onion bag, and Santos are back with a bang.
Elias looks like he'll be coming in for Vink. Vink played a pretty solid game.
Yes, he had gone up on the attack on several occasions, and he was involved in a lot of play around the box, and perhaps they're taking Elias back in now, a defender, hoping to stem the tide just a little bit, because Santos are certainly on a roll, and here they come again.
And there they go again. You mean like here? Quick shot taken off the post. Ronaldo was beaten. He never moved. Santos could have had a tie game. They're down 3-2. No goals in the first 45 minutes. We've had 5 of them in a relatively short period of time, from minute 45 to minute 72.
What a let-off for Santos. The free quickly taken. Ronaldo, he was stuck on the far side. He never moved, like a statue as the ball came in. Little miscommunication on the part of 2 of the defenders, and it could cost. They've given the ball out now for a corner.
The always dangerous corner. Almir. Ronaldo looking at the hot sun, and he tipped it over the bar. Great save by Ronaldo, and he's not too happy with 14. Corner from the opposite side. The left-footed in-swinger, and Ronaldo there again. Marcio was there too.
Corinthian fans are trying to encourage the referee to blow the whistle 3 times to get this one over with. They feel that they've hung on long enough, and you know, you can expect them to really boot it out of here now if they try to get a possession of it at all.
Oh, too fancy there. Leandro Silva. It cost him. It's loose. And Ronaldo picks it up at the nearest side of the net. This might be the last corner. With time running out, there's the in-swinger again, straight up once. And blasted out by Corinthians. That is it. That was the last corner. Corinthians have a win, but it didn't come easy.
They certainly made very hard work of it, and Santos made a great comeback, just falling short by that 1 goal.